Hi, Techsavy for Seniors. I'm Glenn. Today we're going to talk about how you can have a little bit of fun using our favorite new app, Chat GPT. So for us senior folks, using AI can be a little intimidating and it can be a little bit scary. So in my previous video, I wanted to calm everybody down, try and give them a little bit of sense that it's not that difficult to become a knowledgeable user of AI and use it for what you feel is going to benefit you. But today, as I said, let's have a little bit of fun. So I took some photos, family photos over the Christmas holidays, and I started playing around with them. A friend of mine actually gave me the idea. He'd posted something on Facebook about making your family pictures look like, say, Norman Rockwell painting. That's pretty cool. And then I started thinking, well, why not a Van Gogh? Why not a Degas? Why not a Monet? You can do so many things. And what's especially funny is you can also make them look like a cartoon. And I think it does a stellar job. So aside from all the serious things that AI can do for you, you could also have some fun. So if you're a little bit bored and you want to even color in a picture, make your favorite family photograph a coloring book page and color it in. Do whatever you want to do. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into this. You can see how easy it is and how much fun you can have doing it. So I've opened up my Chat GPT window for you to have a look to see how exactly we're going to create these marvelous little pictures that I was talking to you about, like a Monet or Van Gogh or Norman Rockwell. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a picture imported. So the plus sign here is to add a file. And as you can see here, add photos and files, etc. We've gone through this in my last video. You can even take a photo and make it into a Norman Rockwell. But let's just add the photo file that I want to get. So we're going to go over, get into our downloads, because that's where I've saved the images. You can just go to your picture file as well if you want to do that. And if you have a picture stored there that you want, that's another story all in. So I'm going to take this particular image and I'm going to double click it and add it. And as you can see, it's my wife and I over the Christmas holidays. And it's saying, ask me anything. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually use the microphone and tell it that I want the Norman Rockwell picture out of this. First, have a look at the before, and then we'll get into it. There's the before picture. Kind of too much close up. So here we go. I'm going to hit the dictate button. Turn this picture into a Norman Rockwell painting. Hit the check mark beside it. That gives a command to convert this. And we may have to pause for a moment because sometimes it takes a minute or two for this to all take place. So that took probably maybe 1 or 2 minutes to create, but as you can see, it's pretty hilarious. You got this dark background in behind. Every single detail of the dining room is picked up here. My wife and our faces are darkened up quite a bit. And it really does look like more of a painting than not. And we're going to change this up now, and we're going to say, make this a Monet painting. And you'll see there's quite a bit of difference between the two. But in the meantime, if you like this, you can always post it to friends or share it, or don't share it at all and just leave it as is. So let's go ahead with this command. We're going to, again, dictate this instead of typing it. Change this picture into a Monet. Check mark, and away we go. Let's have a look and see what the results are going to look like. So again, this has been probably another minute and a half, not even 2 minutes to get this to convert into a Monet painting. But as you can see, again, it's considerably different looking. Attention to detail is amazing all throughout here. You notice the old antique clock in the corner. Everything is exactly as it was in the picture. Changed our face considerably. And as you can see from me zooming in a little bit closer on it, there really is everything, including brushstrokes that you can see in this picture. So it's changed it dramatically. And it looks like almost starry night sky background in the walls and whatnot. So it's quite interesting the way it's done. So let's go on to the final little step, make this into a cartoon. And that's kind of a fun one because it's just hilarious. And I'll show you that right now. Before we jump ahead onto the cartoon, and I've already got that made up for you, I asked it to change this into a Van Gogh painting as well. And here's what you get. Starry nights looking walls, and attention to detail is incredible, and every single brushstroke that you can possibly imagine. So it looks really, really interesting and really neat, considering here we are hundreds of years later and we're getting a contemporary picture. It could have been done by Van Gogh. So it's pretty neat. So the final one is turn this into a cartoon. And there you have it. It's hilarious. Took my sweater that I was wearing at the time, cut it all up into little tiny segments, turned it into some sort of funky looking new beachwear, put my wife into a tank top because, as you noticed, it was only a headshot with her in it. So it's really done quite a number. And there we are waving. And that's exactly what I asked for. You can see what I typed in here. Can you animate this into two people waving on a sunny beach scene? So it'll do anything that you ask it to do, within reason, obviously, and it'll convert it into something that's just a lot of fun. You could use this to send it out to somebody in the summer if you want to, because up in the far north here, we're in the dead of winter. So this sort of gives us that hopeful look. I hope you've enjoyed this video presentation, by the way, because you can do a million things with Chat GPT. It'll give you any legal advice that you're looking for. Don't take it for gospel. Don't do any of this for gospel. Do it for your own enjoyment and also learn something. It's amazing how technology today has changed for us so rapidly. So I hope you enjoyed the video today, and don't forget and hit like and subscribe. It'll help my channel grow. And let's face it, we all need something extra to do on the side. So this is my little gig. Enjoy and leave a comment. I'd really like to hear from you. Thanks very much. Bye, everybody.